everyone, so this is my review of Magnum P.I. Season 1, Episode 8, called Die He Said. And essentially what this episode is about is that Magnum is hired by this man dying of lymphomia, and he asks Magnum to track down his estranged brother, who is potentially his only bone marrow compatible match, to be able to save his life. And upon discovering this brother, Magnum realizes that this brother also needs his help. And this was a really, really entertaining episode that was really well done with how it was all structured and how they got essentially from point A to point B, and like the chaos and mixture in between there of like what was going on was really fun and entertaining to see it all. Where Magnum discovers that this brother is in the middle of this major sort of like drug dealing scheme that had gone bad, where originally this brother's shop that he ran was helping to sort of store and smuggle drugs into Hawaii. And then this brother decided to steal some money from these drug dealers, and that went south. And so like how that was all done and stuff, where the buddy that this brother was working with and stuff supposedly ran off with the money instead of giving it back to the brother, and how they did it all and stuff was interesting. And then the truth coming out that actually one of the drug dealers was essentially trying to work behind the other two's back and take all the money for himself and stuff was a weird and great sort of flip by the end of this episode. And then just that whole sort of showdown moment was probably one of my favorites in the episode, when that truth is revealed that one of the drug dealers is going against the other two, and then their just whole shootout against each other while Magnum and the brother ran away was really, really fun. Then just the whole relationship between the two brothers was really interesting and stuff, where it was discovered that this younger brother, who's the one who isn't sick, had to sort of put his life on hold for 3 years while he took care of their sick and dying father. And then the older one, who is the one who has lymphomia, just got to sort of run around and do his own life and thing, and didn't really focus on his family until the father was already gone. And that was really sort of the moment that put them in a very strenuous relationship that caused them to sort of avoid each other at that point. So then the moment where the older brother records this video for the younger one to get and stuff was interesting, and then I just really enjoyed what that video sort of showed and stuff, as well as the moment and stuff when Magnum finally was able to show it to the younger brother. It was all really interesting and well done and stuff. And then I enjoyed the whole sort of overlurking story in this episode, which was that all the events and stuff going on between these two brothers was very similar to what happened to Magnum and his team of friends when they were in, I believe it was Afghanistan, and how they were going through this whole story to try and save one of their friends by going and getting this doctor. But then things went south and they were unable to essentially save the doctor or their friend. And just, it was interesting, and I really enjoyed how they chose to show like the similarities between those two events in Magnum's life, of what was going on now and then what happened back then. Then the whole like little side story with Higgins in this episode wasn't really all that important, but it was still interesting to see where Higgins lost her necklace at some point earlier in the day and stuff, and Magnum sort of promised her that he would help her to find it, but then he got busy doing other stuff that Higgins sort of kept trying to find it on her own and stuff. And what all that was done and stuff, especially with the ending, was really interesting, and I'm very curious to sort of get to know Higgins more to figure out why that necklace is so important to her. And then just overall, this was a really, really fun episode that had so many really great moments to it, and it was just so entertaining to watch. And just, yeah. So that's my review of Magnum P.I. Season 1, Episode 8, called Die He Said. So, yeah.